Hey guys, welcome to the Nickel Fresh Art Studio. I'm Neil Nickel and thanks for tuning in. Got a really exciting episode today guys as I document the creation of the latest Nickel Fresh original piece. My left hand is still injured, so of course it is with my offhand, my right hand that I'm doing my painting. Here is that piece titled Sentinel Stanley Cliffs. It's a 12 by 16 acrylic on canvas. It is available, it's pay what you want, and of course 5% is going towards Wild North. Quick shout out for Wild North. They have an event coming up this Friday called Wild Mask. It's a masquerade ball being held at the Fairmont Hotel McDonald, downtown Edmonton. Guys, it looks like there's food, there's drinks, there's a silent auction. It looks like the entertainment is going to be awesome. Make sure you check it out. The link is in the description. Keep it locked. You're watching Fresh Off the Press. So we're here in the studio, ready to start painting, but just before we do that, I want to briefly talk about the subject that I'm going to be painting. You can see the reference photo I'm going to be using. It should pop up right here, or I guess over here. Whatever, full screen. I took this photo when we were doing the Stanley Glacier hike. It was an amazing hike. It's located right where Banff National Park and Kootenay National Park kind of meet up. So if you're ever in the area there, I definitely recommend it. This picture was taken pretty early on in the hike and kind of marks the beginning of the cliffs that eventually lead to Stanley Peak. And then also you can see the glacier at the end of the hike as well, the receding glacier there. It's pretty awesome, definitely recommend it. I have been meaning to paint this one for a while now, so I'm really excited to start spreading some paint around the canvas. I'm using a mixture of ultramarine blue and burnt sienna. It gives a really dark color. I watered it down quite a bit so that it's easy to move around with a thin brush just to get the outline, make it more prominent than the pencil that I used to initially transfer over. Clouds are a titanium white mixed with cobalt blue and just a touch of burnt sienna. Then with the warmer clouds there, I added more burnt sienna and white. For the highlight, it is titanium white mixed with some cad yellow, and I did the sky really thick, layered in the paint with some texture. Now I'm using that dark color again just to block in some of the darks on the mountain. You can see I'm looking at my tablet there often as reference. Getting in some of the grays, and then I'll move to warmer colors. The warmer colors are yellow ochre with burnt sienna and some white. Just really blocking it in, trying to get the shape and the form of the mountain. The red color is more burnt sienna in the mix. For the snow, it's a mixture of titanium white with a touch of cobalt and just a bit of burnt sienna, just to gray it down a bit. I didn't want pure white, but it's pretty close. This was tough to do with my right hand. I had to try and be very precise. It took a little while to try. I didn't want to cover up any of the kind of the details that I had. Now this dark color is ultramarine blue mixed with a bit of burnt sienna and some cadmium yellow light. It's a really dark green that I end up with. And then that reddish brownish color is pretty much burnt sienna, almost straight from the tube, just to give that red soil that they have kind of in the mountains there. And then here I'm just adding in some of the shadows, getting in some of the finer details on the highlighted trunks there of the trees. Adding in some of the highlights on on the trees there, some lighter greens. And of course, got to get the edges so that it's ready to hang. Don't need to be framed. Here we have the completed piece titled Sentinel, Stanley Cliffs. Just a reminder, it is available as Pay What You Want, along with this other piece I did earlier titled Soaring Under the Sea. Email me, message me, get in contact with me if you want to acquire either of these pieces. Guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, please like and share. Until next time, this is Nickel Fresh reminding you to keep it fresh.